Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Season 1 recap show. As you can see, here is the Empower League 1 standings. As you see, Hartlepool, we ran away with it in the end. I think we lost one more game since of like our last 10 since we pretty much stopped recording after the Johnstone Paint Trophy final. Just FYI, I misspoke. Sheffield United, who finished 6th, actually won the playoff promotion. So they were the third team that was promoted. As you can see, we led the league in goals scored by 8 over Bournemouth, and we conceded the least by a hefty margin of 14 over Bournemouth. As you see, we finished with 107 points. Scrolling down, show you who was relegated. As you can see, Oldham, Stevenage, Crawley Town, and Walsall. Walsall was out of it. God, I mean, for like months. They didn't have a chance. Bury, who was down at the bottom of the table for like the first 2 months, crawled out, and they kind of went to safety. Basically, for like the last month, it was really between Leighton, Oldham, Stevenage, Crawley Town, and Walsall. And Leighton was actually in the drop zone, but they must have won their last couple games to sneak out of it. I'll show you the player statistics. As you can see, even though we scored the most goals, Poole, who scored the most for us this year in League One, was really not even close. I mean, he was 10 goals off. And that Bartram guy, I think he wound up scoring 2 against us, actually. As you see, James is there with 11, and there's Payne also with 11, and there's Rutherford with 10. So we spread the love when it comes to scoring. Now, assists, as you can see there, Sweeney and Poole 1-2. James is down there at 13th. We might have one more guy on this list. Looks like we don't. Now I'll show you the actual team statistics for Hartlepool. As you see, Flinders, who was actually voted goalkeeper of the year, had 21 clean sheets out of his 40 appearances. As you can see, McHugh actually had a pretty good ratio as well. Scroll for goals here. Poole with 12 leading the way. And we had a good mix up there, and Sweeney had 7. Assists wise, again, a pretty good mix. Look at that. We had 2 yellow cards the whole season. Now, as for averages, as you see, Walton did the best, even though he missed a few games with an injury. We actually missed Poole for like the last 4 or 5 games as he picked up a knock like 10 minutes into a game. I think it was like a sprained ankle, so he missed like the last 4. So Payne wound up getting a bunch of starts there at the end. The defense looks like it turned out to be playing pretty good with everyone averaging over 70 there. I'm eager to see who wound up with one of the worst averages. James, Merg, Richards, and Nelson. Well, not too bad. Johnson, I can't really fault him. He's probably the worst player in terms of overall on the team. Let's see what else we got. Let's go with the squad report here. As you can see, Flinders, he moved up 5 to a 69. Bernardo moved up 4 to a 63. Buttle moved up 4 as well to a 61. Hartley made a huge jump. Moved up 6 to a 70. Walton 5 to a 66. Jonathan Franks also up 5 to a 63. Luscombe as well as 5 to a 63. Sweeney just moved up 1. Again, he's probably a guy we're going to try to move. I know he's like a lifelonger, but you know, it's a business. James moved up 5 to a 70. Payne up 4 to a 61. Lancini, look at that. That's a heck of a jump considering he joined like midway through. He's already valued at 700,000. That's pretty good. Joof, look at that. Joof moved up 5. He arrived for 206,000. It says he's already valued at 575,000. Last Nilsson moved up 5 to a 58. Merg also moved up 5 to a 62. Oxborough up 4 to a 57. Rutherford as well up 4 to a 60. Baldwin with a great jump up 6 to a 60. This is the kid who I had talked about mid-season, who I wanted to get more playing time because it looks like he was vastly improving. Richards as well up 6 to a 55. That's good to see. Hawkins up 4 to a 54. McHugh didn't budge. Johnson also moved up 6 to a 54. And Poole up 5 to a 67. Pretty good. And Collins, who's retiring at the end of his contract, so he's not going to be back, but he dropped 4, and that obviously has to do with him being 36 years old. Let's go to the manager's office. I think our only objectives were to finish mid-table, which we managed to handle that pretty good. Our youth academy, I didn't even mess with. We didn't have enough money, basically. My jobs, I was actually offered a few jobs throughout the season, which I turned down all of them. And then if you look at our contracts, I mean, everybody is sitting pretty. We signed a lot of guys during the season. As you can see, Franks is the only guy who isn't on contract for at least 1 year out. So, as you see, our transfer budget and remaining wages are not that good. When we won the Johnstone Paint Trophy, we only got like $30,000 or something, and then when we won the league, they gave us like $30,000. So it's been pretty awful. I don't know if they'll be able to give us more money when we actually, you know, go through to the championship officially. As you see, it's June 27th, and the new season is essentially starting, I believe, right here on June 1st. So, I mean, that's really the extent of this video. I just kind of wanted to give everyone a briefing, if you will, on how the team has ascended throughout the season. There are some guys I want to add some depth, either a backup right winger or a backup, a better right mid perhaps. Central defensive midfielder would be nice, and a center back to add some depth, perhaps even a striker. I mean, there's a lot of ways I want to go that I just hope we can get some funds. We're going to have to hit that free agency market like we did this year to hopefully find a few gems, because I can't really see us having the money to really go after guys, because I deleted everyone on our short list. As you can see, look at this. This is what I was talking about. This Dennis Isacek or whatever. I don't know how you say his name. This guy, when we were going after him, was a 58. Look at that. He's a 79 now in one season. I don't think... he must be some kind of glitch or something. Because by the end of the second season, from what I understand online, he jumps to like a 92. And becomes one of the greatest players in the world. And this guy, on Hanover's page, he doesn't even have a Wikipedia page yet. So, it's insane. And that's why we tried to go after him. It's really too bad. If I had known, I really would have put more marbles into it. And actually really given a much more of a go than I actually did to try to sign him. Because I actually didn't think it was legit that he would move up that much. So I guess for anyone in the future who is starting a career mode and is looking for one guy to sign, he was worth like $400,000 when we were trying to go for him. Look at that now. He's worth $17 million. So anyways, that's, like I said, that's really all I have to say on this video. I hope everyone, is doing well out there and continues to watch, for those few that actually are. I appreciate it, and I'll be back on and reporting for season 2. Possibly I'll skip the first few games, and so I can give more updates. Possibly maybe I'll start off the videos after the transfer window ends, so we can kind of give updates on who signed for us, where we're at, if we offloaded any players to pick some better replacements up and whatnot. But yes, as always, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Adios.